welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing the end of month flip for my Louis Vuitton medium ring or MM agenda. This has become my most used planner. You'll see if in my plan with me's that this is the one that I'm primarily setting up and gets filled out a little bit more and more each day. So I've really just been loving the size, being able to take this with me in my backpack wherever I go, and just the, you know, layout in general. So I have moved a few things around this month, so let's just start at the beginning and work our way back, and I can show y'all what has been working / why I moved certain things around. So I will have everything linked below that I can link, including discount codes. Starting off with just the 2024 Bell and Dashboard from Infinite Lotus. We also have my inbox, which I just throw sticky notes on. Then we have the content. So I have these new tab dividers in here that I set up, I think last month, and maybe early this month. I have no idea what day it is, especially since, you know, this is somewhat of a shorter month. But I have the table of contents here. And so this, this is what each tab is for. So we start off with my inbox, which are my monthly inserts. And so, as I mentioned, sticky notes go on the inbox, and then I also put them on here. This is like my monthly inbox, just because it's blank, right? So each month on these month on 2 pages has just a blank spot. So I like to use that just as a place to keep my sticky notes. And here is January, and I got a little more decorative in February, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing with March, and I'll have the March set up soon. But here is this month. So this is just high level overview of everything going on. I just have appointments marked, holidays, birthdays, days off, etc. Anything like we did a Zoom for my best friend's bachelorette planning brunch, my sister coming in, etc. So just like high level what's going on. That's essentially what the sticky notes are for. It's just things that I need to do before I set up the month, or like something that I need to find a date for, right? Like filing my taxes. I didn't know what day I was going to do it, but I know I needed to do it, so I put that in my inbox. So here is this. And then we'll set up again March in an upcoming video. And then we go into the second tab, which is my weekly insert. So this is where I spend most of my time. So I'm just going to do, let's just go with year to date. So overall, I've been following the same setup. I changed the lists based on whatever's going on in the week, and because sometimes, of course, things don't go as planned. So initially I still kind of have it with this where it's inbox, errands, school. This one has been changing though. We are moving in a few months, but I haven't really been able to like focus on that. So I think switched to content lately. But yeah, here is January, and then we have February. So this was the first week. Still had the moving, but as y'all see, I like to have little arrows if I don't get to do something, so I know that I have to move it to the next week. And it was the same thing repeated over and over. I just had it just because it was there, so I didn't get to do it. So this should technically be an arrow, and these are done. Not that it really matters, but we're just gonna do it anyways. Oh, I didn't really use my planner that much this week. That's why this one's very empty. Here is this past week. And then this is where I started to change it to YouTube. And then we have the week that I'm currently filming. And again, have it on YouTube so I can focus more on content, because I've been slacking on content. I think I've shared my like recent plan with me that there's just been a lot going on. So having this here will help me like prioritize it a little bit more. But yeah, this is the current weekly setup. And then I have the entire year of weeklies in here just because they fit. Same with the monthlies. I don't intend to really use it or like fill them out, but it's in here just because it all fits. So we have that. And then this is where things have changed. So we have monthly and weekly. So that's more of like the calendar schedule. And then the rest is essentially academic. So for the first tab, number 3, we have this month. So this is a monthly overview. I have a detailed academic planning video that goes over each one. This is just gonna be high level overview, but this is essentially an inbox for academic planning. So I have this month sheet for every single month, and then essentially a note sheet for each month as well. And this is where I've just highlighted any calls, emails, and then deadlines that I've created for myself, what I want to have done and when, different milestones. So again, high level overview. And so it's a this month page with a note page, just alternating. So 2 different style inserts in here. And then we get into tab 4, which is the project overview. So this is the different components of the dissertation that I need to do. And so I have the outline, which is completed. And then I went in and I did the first 3 chapters. So I have, when I started, my due date that I set for myself, and then high level overview of what is needed for the chapter based off of the documents given from the school. And then I broke down what it needs to be in each chapter and then gave myself a deadline. So that's chapter 1. And I still have notes here. We have chapter 2. I'm focusing on chapter 1, going to get that edited, improved, and then move on to chapter 2. So there's no start or end dates here, but I still have this in here just to keep in mind because of course they all go together, right? It's one paper, but I still wanted to put the first 3 chapters in here because that's the proposal. So my first defense will be over these 3 chapters. So I filled this out for each one so that it's in there. So this chapter 2 is my literature review. And then there's different styles or methods that you can use for your literature reviews. I just wrote them down here because they were in the list. But again, high level overview of what needs to go in there. Once I figure out exactly what I'm doing, then I'll create the to-do list for that. But that's going to be when I start the chapter. So I just wanted to have reference in here. The actual planning I'll do once I get there. Same with chapter 3. Although I think no, I didn't fill it out. I put high level what is required in this chapter, and then notes and to-do list is blank. And then there will be 2 more chapters after that, and I'll fill those out once we get to after my first defense. So that is tab 4. And then tab 5 is the same. So these are meeting notes. So whenever I meet with my chair or my committee, it's just all of the notes in here from that. And then we have number 6. This is just note paper from Hobby Lobby that is cheap. So I keep in here and I can just write out anything that I need. It doesn't have to be school related. It's just general notes for when I'm on the go. So yeah, that is the end of month flip, how the tabs have slightly changed. Primarily just the new academic inbox is new, and I really like it just because it gives, again, that high level overview. There are times when I need to see just high level, right? So that's why I like having a monthly view. And then there are times where I need to get into details. And so that's what you'll see in a lot of my planners. And that's when you'll see changes, is if I need to focus on like a specific view, and it just happens. So yeah, other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.